In this video, we're going to show you how to put together this mini trampoline.
Let's get into it.
Mechanics for non-mechanics.
All right, the first step is to take these two bars, which are F. You'll have about 6 of these, but the first step is to put 2 of them together.
Yeah.
Okay. One side is skinnier, the other side is thicker. Put them together like that. As you put the rest of these together, you're gonna get to a point at the end where it's hard to put them in together. And what you can do is stand up and then you kind of push down on the whole base here, and then you can put them together. I'll show you. So I got 2 here, and then there's 4 around me. I'm gonna put one side together.
Yeah.
And then in order to connect them all together, I'm gonna have to put this railing sideways and then push down on the railing, and then I can put them together. Now when you get here, it's gonna be difficult to actually put it together. So what you have to do is actually, Judah, watch out so they can see, push down, and then you'll be able to push them together. So there it is, okay? So you gotta put downward pressure, and that's our base. Let's move to the next step. All right, so you have these leg tubes. These are called leg tubes. This is what they look like. There's 6 of them, okay? They come packaged in these plastic bags. So they are going to go into the leg sockets. These are called the leg sockets. And they're gonna be facing out. And we're gonna screw them in, but it said do not over tighten the screws in capital letters, just like I said it. Exclamation points. So make sure you do not over tighten them. All right, so Judah, get up for a sec.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how we're gonna do it. The leg tube, Judah, watch out, move to the side. Yep. Leg tube goes in the leg socket facing outward. Okay, we'll do that for all 6, and then we're gonna screw them in. Uh-oh, we're losing them. We're losing them. Uh-oh, put that one in again. So they fall out, so just be careful. I guess if you screw them in, they won't fall out. So let's do that. So these are your D screws, and it comes with an Allen wrench. And this Allen wrench actually has a Phillips end on it, okay? It looks like these screws are all the same, so there's no confusion. So these are the screws we're gonna use. It's really tough with this. I'm gonna grab a Phillips screwdriver. You would think it would go in nice and easy, but it's actually kind of difficult. All right, I got my screwdriver here. So obviously make sure it's going straight in. Okay. And it said do not over tighten. It was kind of tough at first, but once you get it going, it's good. All right, let's do the next one.
Yeah. Get free, y'all. Yeah, in this pandemonium, ride spark from here to Macedonia.
All right, so we have all 6 leg rails in the leg socket screwed in. Remember, do not over tighten. Let's go to the next step. So the next step is we are going to lay out the jumping mat B on this base. Let's do it. Okay, so I messed up, and I want you to not have to do what I did. As you're putting this bouncer on, you want to look for this line right here and line that up with one of the poles, okay? So I messed up, and now I have to take everything off and realign it. Instead of here, it should be, the pole should be right here. So now I have to take them all off and move this over to where the pole is. And that will line everything up for later steps, which we'll get to. Right where that seam is, that's where your pole should be. Any one of the poles, okay? Then I did 2 around that. And then there's 5 of these bungees, at least on this version. in each of these, in between each of these rails. 5, okay? So I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put 1 there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I put 1 on the other side, so that would be 6. Right, there's 5 in there. Just to tighten it up. And then 1, 2, 3, I put 1 here, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now that's tight. And now I will just, from there, fill in the rest of the bungees. All right, so I want to make sure that you get this bungee part right because I messed up on it. I did it the opposite way and a couple of them fell off, okay? So what you want to do is stick the bungee through the loop, okay? And then bring the ball side over the bar and then bring the loop side over that bar, okay? So let's do it one more time.
So that way when there's pressure on the trampoline, it's going to pull it tighter instead of making the ball pop off.
And let's just do it one more time, okay? So again, ball side over top, and then the loop side. Oop. Be careful, of course.
Don't have your children under it.
Don't have your children under there. Okay, and then just kind of pull it so it's right under there. All right, and I've done those for all of them now. And you can see the ball is underneath. Okay. All right, next step.
So in between the colors, there's a hole. It's not obvious at first, but there's a hole here that the pole goes into.
Okay, and this is called the skirt. This is the skirt mesh.
This is the skirt. Because look, you don't want... This guy's going to be crawling soon. We don't want him to crawl under here while he is jumping on here. So this is going to go here to prevent a baby from crawling underneath.
Okay, and so these holes, you'll find these holes
in between the colors.
Between these colors. Go ahead and put that one in. God bless you, buddy. Okay.
And then this goes there.
And then that folds down. So let's go ahead and do that. Gently pull the netting down to the bottom.
Why do you do it?
And then pull the blue over the pole, that blue flap. So you can see we got the poles in the hole, and then you pull down gently this netting to the bottom, okay? And then this blue flap goes down over the pole, and the vast majority of the balls. Let's move on. All right, so we have these different colors, and so you're gonna take the yellow. Now you'll probably have to push the foam back in order to access it. You'll notice this has a top on it. Okay, that would be for the top portion, and then that top portion is gonna have a part that'll fit inside of this portion. All right, and we have a screw hole. We will use a screw. Judah, excuse me, I'm filming. We will use a screw for that. And then you're gonna do that for all of these, okay? We have this yellow screwed together. Okay, we're gonna stick it inside. Okay, by this yellow, and we're gonna screw it in on the bottom.
Okay, screwing.
And we're gonna do that for all of them. So the configuration for the yellow, they had a yellow and a blue. So we're gonna use that. And then they went alternating. So this yellow on the other side, so yellow will be over there, blue will be here, blue will be over there. So crisscrossing. So we'll take this blue, and remember this one's got on top. That's how we know it's on top. It has a little grommet there. Okay, you got to move the foam a little bit to get to the screw holes. Line up the screw holes. And screw it in. So on this netting here. It's got these Velcro loops. Okay, they're gonna go around. And one on the bottom as well. You know, I may just do the yellow on the other side so we can get alternating positions. Line up the screw, hole. Spin this around. Here on the other side of the yellow. Screw it in. Again, you should have a rubber top there. Once this screws in, the foam just slides down. And we'll take our netting. This all lines up because of what I had to redo. But that's okay. We learned our lesson so that you wouldn't have to. The blue, which is next to the yellow. I think I already screwed it in, I did. Make sure the grommet, the rubber end piece is facing up. And we'll screw that one in.
Rock on the ones and twos, ones and twos, ones and ones and twos. Yeah. You got that old school drop, that old school hip hop with that beat. Yeah. Reborn people, just wild theists. Living as equals, no egos in foreign regions. Still shout Jesus. Confetti, I'm coming ready, tall and sweaty with psalms that fed me. Army heavy with God's machetes in storms heading this way. These antichrist advice branded in strife, analyzed by nanamites, demonized in candlelight. Random rhymes, random fights, man's on mine that can't like. I take a can of man into a span of guys with a hand on mics.
Okay, so the directions say that when you put these on, you're supposed to attach the top first and then these sides. Okay, so we did it backwards, but I don't think it's a big deal.
Rock on the ones and twos. Christ came to save and summon you. It's not about what you did, cause you kids know the biz. Jesus took your sins, homie. All the saints in the place, all the shame's been replaced, all the chains ripped away by the grace of the greatest super waste in the grave. So we preach Jesus, our only hope, man.
Alright, the final step is to screw in this netting, okay, into this screw hole using the available screws. So this is our problem. This is the last step. Everything else is done. But there's a screw hole, but there's
A loop.
a loop as if something was supposed to go in there. The pole can't go in there because then it would be on the outside and not the inside. So I don't get why. The only thing I can think of is to screw through the fabric because there's not a screw hole on the other side of the fabric. So basically you have the choice, I don't know what to do, but are you supposed to screw through that mesh? Or are you supposed to pull the mesh portion up? So I'm gonna screw this in. I pulled up the back, the mesh part, so it's going straight into it.
Okay.
All right, thanks so much for watching. We hope this was helpful for you. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you can be informed of all of our videos, and
see you in the next video.